Hey everybody, it's Art with A-Bird Freedom Support, and today, yes, as of yesterday, a bunch of us have heard that another SIG incident has happened, unfortunately with another law enforcement official, and I'm going to just state right now in the very beginning, it's unfortunate that the guy took 2 rounds in the leg. I don't care how that happened. In the end, it still sucks that inevitably he was shot twice in the leg. But let's go over the Sig M400. Is this incident bullshit? Is it a negligent discharge, or is it an uncommanded discharge? First and foremost, we're going to go right into the bullshit category, and I'm going to state a handful of reasons why I think this is bullshit. One, right out of the gate, majority of the verbiage in the lawsuit, from what I read, saw in other videos and read, okay, they're saying that SIG should have designed the fire control mechanism, the trigger, to be safe. Newsflash, SIG did not design the fire control system that is in the Sig M400 tread. It's the tried and true AR stoner design that's been around since the AR was around. Newsflash. So right out of the gate, that's number one. Number two, let's go ahead and just to be on the safe side, we're going to treat this weapon as if it's loaded. I know there is no magazine. We're going to go ahead and lock that bolt to the rear. Visually, physically inspect the chamber. We are in fact clear. I am now going to make a condition 4 weapon. No magazine inserted. Bolt forward. Safety on. Ejection port cover closed. Now I know that this weapon cannot hurt me or anybody else unless I dropped it on my toe or hit you with it. Okay. Wait, that brings us to another very interesting point that I would put in the bullshit category. Alright. So, not to jump on a soapbox, this is not a pedigree speech. But having deployed multiple times, to include way back in the olden days in 2003, running around Iraq, doing lots of different stuff, we all carried loaded weapons. It'd be dumb not to. Now, with that premise, so at the beginning of a convoy security mission, even let's say you were going to go and you were going to be on a ECP, entry control point, right? We didn't go out there condition 4, but when we drew our weapons and we went to our safety area or our designated area, this is a snap cap for safety. At the beginning of a posting in a watchtower, posting in an ECP, that is when you would prepare your weapon system for your operation or your duty. For me, I don't like this whole long diatribe that sounds like a kid that got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Let's go ahead and let's make what's known as a condition 1 weapon. How do we do that? So at the beginning of our shift, that magazine goes in, give it a little tug. Weapon is on safe. Ejection port cover closed. Condition 1 weapon. This weapon, with the flip of a safety, is now ready to fire. Okay, let's go ahead and download, because, and I will put a picture so that people know that this is actually factual. I'll put it right up in one of these 2 corners because shit's backwards on the camera. Let's go ahead and, yep, we are clear. Bolt forward, ejection port cover closed. We're back to condition 4. Condition 2 doesn't really apply that much. Like, it doesn't apply. But my last deployment, when I traveled to Taji, Iraq, and a couple other places, we carried what's known as condition 3. Condition 3 is a deliberate condition, in my opinion. Once again, that photo was up to show you that I actually traveled with full kit. Insert magazine. Bolt forward on an empty chamber. Weapon on safe. Ejection port cover closed. Alright. So, let's break down kind of what happened from a realistic perspective. So we know that the trigger is not going to be a SIG in-house 100% design. Okay. Now, why are you monkeying with your weapon in the middle of your shift? To me, that goes right into BS category. And when you also say, I performed a function check, a function check. What is a function check? Okay, that means we're literally going to bolt forward on an empty chamber, weapons on safe, no fire, weapon on fire, fire, quarter cock, back on safe, no fire. So actually, confirmed in the diatribe, you performed a functions check. You said yourself the weapon was fine. Okay. Okay, uncommanded. I really don't have anything to put in this one. Negligent or accidental. This is where, depending on the kit that's worn, I haven't seen a picture of the kit, so I'm not sure. Does he have a radio in the front? Does he have a small flashlight? Does he have pistol mags? This is where more things would stack in here. Negligent or accidental. So he's got it in front of him. He's putting boats in water. Now, my favorite one is the fact that the weapon fired twice. Unless you have a massive malfunction, you would have to pull the trigger twice to get it to fire twice. So I'm back in the bullshit category. Unfortunately for me, this Sig M400 incident smells more like bullshit, or actually, like I said at the beginning, a kid that got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Now, is this an expert opinion? No. Is this just an opinion that somebody has carried a 203, an M16A2, ridden around in the top of vehicles with an M249 squad automatic weapon, otherwise known as the SAW, or a 240 Bravo? Yeah, that old. Is this where a lot of this doesn't add up? Because nowhere in the middle of a convoy security operation or standing sentry at an entry control point or even in a tower did I check sights, optics, because of the fact that when I started my shift, I knew the condition of my weapon system. Now, I'm not saying this is gospel, but at the same time, it would seem a little ironic to me to have to go through all of that before you would respond to a situation. Now, I don't know department policies and all that. I'm just putting in why it smells fishy. It doesn't pass the sniff test. Need to wash that thing. So that's just some of the reasons why I am leaning more on the bullshit category on this one. What I don't like is the fact that a lot of people evidently are jumping on board with because there are alleged supposed issues with the SIG P320. But that is an in-house, innovative, safer than ever, better than ever designed by SIG. The trigger in the Sig M400 is not 100%. It's not a SIG design. Everybody has copied it. Everybody has done a slightly different variation of AR Stoner's design. It just seems too easy to blame the rifle. It's not like the dude didn't get punched. He got shot in the leg twice. So even if, let's say he did it through his own negligence, ooh, that's a hell of a lesson. But it's still a lesson, and then maybe everybody else should take that to heart also and think about how your kit is configured, how you sling your weapon in front of you. Now, I realize I'm not wearing kit, and I'm not nitpicking. I'm just trying to get people to understand, because there are people that will automatically jump on the hate SIG bandwagon. Maybe this one isn't like others, because it's not like the safety in the trigger is not covered if it's across your body in the front, and you're opening gates and you're doing other things. It's highly possible to knock this safety off. Matter of fact, there are times carrying condition 3 in Taji, Iraq throughout the day, when I would go places and I would put my weapon somewhere, I would physically look at my safety. I didn't play with it. I would look at it. It's pretty obvious it's unsafe. It's pretty obvious. So just being consciously aware of my safety, if I moved bags or when I was traveling, if I was carrying my weapon and I moved my gear, did something, just give it a little look-see. So, real quick, not a rant, not nothing else, just a little bit of perspective input. I also don't like how long-winded the incident is. It literally sounds like when we were all a kid and we knew we did something wrong, and we're now going to talk our way out of it, because it only takes a few words to say, I'm not sure what happened, but goddamn, somebody get me a tourniquet, right? I think possibly this one might be, it might be a level 1 error, operator. So everybody go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, or don't. It's a free country still for a little while, evidently. These are just some thoughts. Hopefully more people will chime in and it'll all get put together. Either it'll get put to bed or it'll be a big stink until it is put to bed. That's all I got. Out.